So, why should you read this book? I mean, if someone was to ask you, who is Jesus? What would you say? Or if they asked, what is Jesus? What would you say? Maybe you'd be able to say he's 100% man and also 100% God. But then what would you say? Perhaps you'd be able to squeeze out his two natures in one person. But then what? And anyway, what does it even mean? And if they were to ask you what it meant, what would you say? And then if they were to ask you, how do you know? How do you know he's 100% man, 100% God? What would you say? Maybe you'd think John 1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was made flesh and made his dwelling among us. Maybe you'd think about that. But again, what does that mean? You know, the first 500 years after Jesus was a period of just intense conflict where people were trying to clarify what was true, what was heretical, and how they knew. Like, for example, does Jesus have two wills or does he have one will? I mean, if he has two wills, doesn't that mean he's two people? You know, one of them is heretical and the other one's not. But which is it? Because what Jesus has done is so important, and who he is impacts what he's done. If he's not who he is, then he can't do what he's done. But how does who he is impact that? Plus, what about now? Where is Jesus now? What is he doing now? And is he still a human? Or was that only for the period where he was on earth? And then after that, he's not human anymore. I mean, it's all really hard. You know, here's a secret. I don't like reading theology books, and I definitely don't like reading church history books. It's all so hard. It's complicated. And most of those books aren't that easy to read. And so they're hard work. But it's all really important stuff. And so if you wanted to know some of those things, if you wanted to know more about who Jesus is and what Jesus is and why that stuff matters, then this is the book for you. Because, I mean, Jesus' crucifixion is amazing and his resurrection is amazing. But maybe even more amazing is the fact that Jesus is God himself entering into his creation as a human. Maybe the most amazing thing is actually Jesus himself. And so this is written to help you grasp more, know more about the amazingness of who Jesus is. And so if that's something that you want to know more about, then this is the book for you.